All right, it's Tony Monaco live on Z103.5 and online at Z103.5.com. A good buddy of ours, Dash Berlin, here with us today.
How you doing?
It's always great to see you. We had you're certainly no stranger to Z103.5 listeners and viewers at Z103.5.com. We had you on the Drive 5 stream mix just a couple months ago.
Yes.
People
Good fun.
still talking about that and raving about that. They loved your set.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure people are going to love your set here today at Digital Dreams. So, you're in one city one night. The next night you're in another city. 1 minute you're in Miami. You're in Las Vegas. You're in Europe. Here in Toronto. Do you ever get exhausted?
No, actually, we just drove in this morning from Yucatan, Mexico.
Okay.
We were doing a video shoot there for my upcoming single Here Tonight, and that's with Colin McLaughlin on vocals, and with Jay Cosmic as a collaborator. And we brought those two guys over to Mexico for the first time. And that was awesome. We have some great locations over there where we were shooting the video, and I'm looking very, very much for the result. But regarding your question, I think when you like what you do you get tired? No, well, I don't really. I watch what I do. I don't drink, so that really saves me a lot of energy. And what gives me a lot of energy is the people here. And
you feed off the energy of the crowd.
Yeah, that's what really fuels me. And every time I walk on stage, it's just like I'm getting this extra bump of energy coming from the crowd, and that's just getting me through the whole set, the whole day, for that matter.
Yeah, and I think you should look right in the camera and tell people that you don't drink and you don't do anything else, because you know what?
I don't drink. I don't do anything else because I don't need it. I'm all music.
And that's what it should be. It should be the vibe of the music, and people should get high off the music.
Well, everybody should do what everybody feels like, within responsible terms, obviously. Yeah. And I've experienced natural high while just going out, so I know it's possible. And everything just has to fall in place. And when that happens, you go somewhere else.
I tell you, they're going to go somewhere else. It's going to be euphoric when you hit the stage here at Digital Dreams.
Definitely
today.
Looking forward to that.
You're a young guy. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been DJing since '93, just starting up with just one turntable, mixing with a cassette deck and stuff like that. Just buying my first
records.
records.
Cassettes are anymore? Do they even know?
Vinyl for that.
Vinyl, cassette. Do you know what an 8-track tape is?
Yeah, I do.
Now I'm really showing my age when I say 8-track tape.
You're even a little bit older than I am.
Just a little.
But I know.
I've read about it. See, I Google everything. So I heard about these 8-track tapes. I've never really seen them myself.
But 93, 92, that's when I started out, and I just still love it like the first day. Is
there any one person, whether it was a DJ or an artist, that inspired you, motivated you, and said, this is what I want to do in my life?
Well, actually, that came a little bit from my father. He used to be a drummer in a jazz band. Okay. And that's where I got the 4x4 interest from. Okay. And besides that, my sister, she used to be a party dancer, and she brought me cassette tapes with mixes of DJs, and that was all house music, and that really fueled me.
Is there something that stood out? Any DJ in particular?
No.
Obviously, Armin van Buuren's been a big influence for you.
Real Dutch old school guys. Yeah. I mean, probably guys you haven't even heard of. Sometimes I tweet one of them, and it's Dark Raver. Okay. It's his name. He's still active. And he's totally crazy. He's a superb DJ, by the way.
Thank you for following me on Twitter, by the way, and I appreciate you sending the track. Just sent me a track through SoundCloud, so I appreciate that. You'll be hearing it on Z103.5. And you mentioned Dutch DJs. A whole bunch of them here today. I talked to Fede Legrand a little bit later
Dutch invasion here.
Yeah, well, that's what I called it earlier today. It's a Dutch invasion, and a good day for the Dutch. Holland today, the Netherlands, 2-1 victory over Mexico.
That was a thriller.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to watch it, or were you on a plane?
I got a chance to watch it. Yeah.
So that's
I thought it was going to be a draw, though.
Right. Well, you know what? It looked like it was going into overtime, but you won it before the OT.
Yeah.
I can see Netherlands going all the way, going to the finals.
I see semi-finals for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Finals is going to be difficult. I think the strong teams are definitely showing now. I think definitely France is going to advance, Germany is going to advance, and then it's just going to be a big bingo palace. It's all form of the day, and who's in shape, who's feeling tired, who's having small pains. I used to play soccer a lot, so I'm super interested in the whole process going on. Also, mental-wise, who is still focused, who's still enthusiastic, hungry to show their skills on this championship, and
which is the same for soccer and the skills of DJing. everything that you just described right now. Who's hungry out there? Who wants to be number one? Who wants to be the best?
The thing is, there's actually a lot of overlap when it comes to professional soccer playing and DJing. I think it both goes for a lot of dedication and also support from other people to get you finally to where you are. And I talked it over a lot with my manager, actually. I used to play on a decent level soccer myself, and I see a lot of overlap. Yeah.
Anything that you would like to say to your fans on Z103.5 watching right now and listening on the radio?
Guys on Z103.5, thank you for listening, and thank you for watching also. Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you guys as soon as possible in Toronto or all around the world. Peace.
Give me a hoop, 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 hoop. Is that what Holland says? Hoop, hoop, hoop.
Hoop, 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 Holland.
All right, your name is Jeffrey, but you have a name of Dash Berlin. Where does that come from? Because you're a Dutch guy, but Berlin, German, where does the name come from? And you're the face of Dash Berlin, but there's a couple other guys involved, so if you can talk about that.
That's correct. You can see me as a frontman of a band. The name doesn't make any sense.
Okay. It's one of those.
Because a
lot
of
catchy. It's very catchy. I like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of people think I'm from Germany or from Berlin. I'm not. I'm Dutch.
Yeah.
So I'm from Holland, and that's confusing for a lot of people. But the name goes back from about 1999, 2000. I used to DJ then in Berlin on the Love Parade itself under different DJ aliases, and there were about 1 million people actually witnessing that Love Parade, following the trucks with all electronic music all through the city, beautiful weather, and it was just like one big gathering of electronic dance music happening in Europe at that time. And I still have the pictures. I climbed in the lightning pole, making a panorama of all the people following those trucks, and it's amazing. I still have the pictures. I have to show you once.
Yeah.
And
I've seen Love Parade in the past. I never had a chance to experience. I've seen various festivals around the world. I've done EDC and I've done Ultra, but I've heard stories and I've seen that of Love Parade, and that was something special, right?
And it's definitely something special, and it's also special because it's not there anymore. So
yeah.
Sometimes I maybe kind of idolize it, but still, it's a big deal to me. Also because it's a part of the name Dash Berlin. I wanted to do something with Berlin in my DJ name eventually because of an ode to the Love Parade.
Right.
So when we started working on music and we finished To the Sky Falls Down, and we had to find a project name for what we were doing, I just started making combinations with the word of Berlin.
Right.
And just Googling, and I punched in Dash Berlin and got a blank Google page.
Okay.
So I was like, it sounds kind of tight, it's fresh, good starting point. There's nothing to be found on it. Let's go with this, and let's develop a cool logo and just go all the way, and that's what we did.
Awesome. And your production team made up of guys that have worked in the past with some pretty big names.
Yes.
Alice, DJ, Venga Boys come to mind.
Yeah.
How did you hook up with them?
I worked in a record store, actually 2 record stores, and in one of the record stores, I hooked up with them. We had a lot of great clientele with Ferry Karsten, Marco V, Rank 1, that kind of guys coming in regularly, and I always helped them out with the records and the selection. And also the guys I'm working still on the music with, I actually became friends. We started hanging out, we went on holidays together, and we started making music just for fun, even though they were working with Sander Kleinberg at that time. And while finishing Till the Sky Falls Down, it actually landed on the shelf. We didn't do anything with it until one of our studio neighbors, because we're in the studio building, DJ Isaac, good friend of ours, who's also did a great remix of Till the Sky Falls Down. He's a hardstyle guy.
It's one of your first big tracks, right?
He made a hardstyle track out of it, and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
He came in and he said when he heard it, he was like, guys, this is quite original. And you should send this to a record company. So that's what we did. It got signed to Captivating Sounds, one of the sub-labels of Armin's Armada Music.
Okay.
And that's actually the time that things started rolling, and people were asking the question, what or who is Dash Berlin? And since I really like to DJ, we quickly made the deal. I will be always on the road, but we can always work on the music together. There's no problem. We have internet, Dropbox, Skype. We can work back and forth. And that's really working for us as far as of today. And
you might do a track right here in Toronto. It might happen here.
Yeah.
It could happen tonight. Something might inspire you on that crowd of Digital Dreams. It might happen.
And then people will hear it as soon as possible. As soon as possible on Z103.5.
You got it. Well, we thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
And if people don't see you at Digital Dreams this time around, I'm sure you'll be back real soon.
Hope so.
Z.